Okay, so let's begin with knowing this basic information. Now, in inequality, we are dealing with greater than, less than, in that order. All right, and this is a sign of greater than, this is a sign of less than. Now, this sign stands for greater than or equal to, whereas this sign stands for less than or equal to. Okay, now having known this, let's look at this typical example, this typical problem, solve it. We solve it and represent our values on a number line. All right, very, very important. Let me bring the question. Okay, now let's look at this problem we have here. It says x is an integer such that value from -4 is less than x is less than or equal to 3. Find all the possible values of x. Okay, now firstly, you have to be able to interpret inequalities. Okay, that's the first place to start with. Now, -4 is less than x basically means that x is greater than -4, whereas this one, x is less than or equals to 3, means that x is less than or equal to 3. All right, so that's what it means here. X is greater than -4. Here, x is less than or equal to 3. Okay, now having known this, to get the integer such that the values of x ranges from -4 to 3, having known that this one here stands for x being greater than -4, so the values, the integers, or the values, the possible values of x now will be values from -3 to 3. So we're going to have it to be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so this will be the possible values of x ranging from -4 to 3. If you interpret this inequality here, -4 less than x less than or equal to 3. This one here will give us the compass to start with, since what it means here is that x is greater than -4. Sorry, that means -3 is greater than -4. So we're going to start with -3 and not start with -4. Now, there being this question, we have something like this sign. Let's say the question is in such a way that -4 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. Okay, now had it been the question came in this format, now this would have been that x is greater than or equals -4. So we would have started with -4 to represent the possible values of x. Okay, but since we are not having that sign here, okay, so this will be the correct expression for this guy, the possible values of x. Okay, now to represent this a number line is going to give us something like this is a midpoint, these are -3, -2, -1. Okay, these are 1, 2, 3. Let's stop at 4 here. Now, to represent this, so let's put -4 here. Okay, very important. So this will be the range of this inequality. We have it to be, I want to explain something here. So let me write this -4 here. So it will be something like this. Okay, so add the value to 3. Okay, all right, so this is basically how you can present this. Now take note that when you get here, you're going to shed this region. Now this shaded region indicates that here we have less than or equal to 3. X is less than or equal to 3. But when there is no less than or equal to, you don't need to shade. It's when you have something like less than or equal to or greater than or equal to that you have to shade a particular region, okay, on the number line. All right, so that's it for this question. This is basically how you can solve this kind of question. Now let's wipe this and look at another example. Okay, now let's say we are given this problem on inequality. We have something like 6x plus 7 is greater than x plus 22. Now I have to solve this all right, equation. Okay, now to solve this, you collect like terms. So the letter terms come together and number term come together. So this x will cross by equality sign, change negative. This 7 will cross by equality sign, change negative. So then you have 6x minus x is greater than 22 minus 7. Okay, so when you simplify it, you're going to have 5x is greater than, so 22 minus 7 equals 15. All right, so make x the solid formula, divide both sides by 5. So our x will be greater than 3. Okay, so that will be the answer to this question. It's as simple as that. Now, note that when a negative number, when you divide by a negative number, rather, you're going to change the equality sign. Okay, I'm going to show you in this next example we have now. Let's wipe this. Okay, what if you are given this example? We have 9 minus 2x is greater than 15. Okay, so to solve this, minus 2x will be greater than 15, call it like times plus, okay, minus 9, because this plus 9 causes by equality sign, change to negative. Right, so we're going to have minus 2x greater than 15 minus 9 is going to give us 6. Okay, now divide both sides by negative 2. When you divide both sides by negative 2 to make x the shortest formula, alright, so our results is into the negative 3. So our x, since we divided with negative number, this inequality sign here will change. The opposite side, x will be less than negative 3. Alright, so this will be the answer to this question. Very, very important, guys. So this is the kind of question we give you to check if you apply this rule. So take note of this.